What's up, party people? Welcome back to The Whole Body. We are in the second part of our anti-inflammatory foods series. And so this one contains grains, oils, dairy, and meats. So if you missed the first one, it was on G-Bombs. Head back to my channel and check that one out. This time we're talking about some other things. Moving on. So when we're talking about grains, we are talking about whole grains. You'll see that written on all kinds of packaging. What that means is that it's just not processed. And Superl describes it as there's these layers of the grain that you don't want to be taken away. They include things like fiber, vitamins, and iron. Those are the things that we want and we need to have in our bodies. Have you ever seen an actual quinoa plant before? Check this out. Picture you just saw was actually my footage taken in Peru back in 2017, and the hand that you see is Arturo. He was our local guide and introduced us to the quinoa plant. All you do, and all the harvesters do, is they pull the quinoa grain off of the stalk, and then it goes into washing after that. It's pretty amazing. Next is oils. Now, a lot of you have heard of extra virgin olive oil. Now, according to Superl, this is the best. So find this in your local store. She recommends cold pressed, but there's a reason she kind of presses for this premium oil. What it is, it has a certain compound that actually acts as a medicine that helps us with inflammation. Check this out.
Secret a lot of people don't know is that olive oil has the compound called oleocanthal.
Okay.
Oleocanthal.
Oleocanthal.
If I'm saying it right. And when you swallow it, you get that peppery sensation in the back of your throat. Okay. And that ingredient is almost the same thing as ibuprofen. So that's the anti-inflammatory.
Oh, that is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was so fascinating. Some other cooking oils she recommends are avocado oil or grapeseed oil. And the reason is because they can actually withstand the heat of cooking. Olive oil doesn't really do that. You actually lose that oleocanthal that she mentioned in the high heat. So olive oil is used more for the dipping or salad dressings, things like that, not necessarily for cooking. So stick to the avocado oil and the grapeseed oil for the cooking parts. Other oils that are common in processed foods are safflower oil, sunflower oil, corn oil, and soybean oil. If you flip over a package and see that in the ingredients list, be warned, that means it's been a processed food, and this oil is actually made up of omega-6 fatty acids, which our body doesn't digest very well. The other oils that Superl recommended, those are all omega-3 fatty acids. Our body needs those and can digest those a lot better. Dairy is the other category that we touch base on. This one was really interesting to me because I love cheese and I love dairy products. So when she mentioned that we could have cheeses, we could have these delicious things that come from animals, I was blown away. So I recommend checking this out. You'll want to hear this.
Buy the higher quality cheeses, the sharper aged cheeses,
Yeah.
8 to 90 days or more.
Okay.
That's going to be better for you. And provide some vitamin K, believe it or not, in cheese. So,
Nice.
yeah.
I didn't know they had vitamins in them. Another dairy product I know that I use on the regular is Greek yogurt. And so Superl recommends with dairy products having it fermented. So along with the cheeses that she mentioned just previously, that you are looking for plain Greek yogurt that has been fermented, obviously. And I use that all the time. I use it in smoothies. I use it to make a granola bowl with all of my berries from G-Bombs. And I also use it as a substitute for sour cream when I'm making tacos or anything like that. Greek yogurt is really beneficial because it has a lot of protein in it, but it also has probiotics. That is the good bacteria that helps your digestive system. It's a win all the way around. Our last category was the meats. Now this one I have a really hard time learning about because our industry is kind of messed up with meats. So Supergirl has a lot of great recommendations in the full video if you want to click that link below. But mainly the highlights are she sticks to grass-fed, pasture-raised meat. So look for that when you're shopping for your pork, for your beef, and even for the chicken, you're looking for farm-raised. The reason for focusing on the grass-fed and pasture-raised is because these meats, when they're not processed, they have a lot of iron and B vitamins that we can't get from any other source. Many stores now are selling grass-fed, so you can find it really anywhere. But Supergirl recommends that we look at our local farmers markets. They're the guys that are growing things and raising cattle, everything right here, right around your town, right around your city. You can't really get much more fresh than that. Other meats that you can incorporate are fish meats, fish oils. Check this out, what Supergirl says about a certain fish that I'm a little skeptical about. So what is it about anchovies? Because I know anchovies and sardines make me cringe a little bit, but I know that you and Casey eat them all the time. What are the two benefits?
I think it's just something you gotta develop a taste for. If you don't like that fishy flavor, maybe that's not the fish.
So it is really fishy then?
But there's a lot of ways to prepare it. Like,
okay.
I love making salads with sardines or even canned salmon.
Do you like chop it up? Do you puree it? What do you do? I can't imagine because it comes in like actual fish, right?
Are you talking about the sardines?
Sardines.
Yeah.
You just put them on your salad. You just have like a bed of greens with a sardine laying on top.
And then once you add the salad dressing on it, with other flavors, it's great.
I have a liquid salad to like cover the sardine. That's so funny.
It's a typical meal you and Sean always make.
Yeah.
Like, you chop up some sweet potatoes.
Yep.
And you
always have sweet
stir
potatoes.
fry it a little bit.
Yep.
Tenderize it.
Yep.
And then have broccoli.
Yep. Always have broccoli.
Or Brussels sprouts.
Yep.
Okay. Anti-inflammatory foods.
Yep.
Also, the cruciferous vegetables. They
yep.
add your sulforaphane.
Yep.
Cancer preventive.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you might have some protein source. That could be your salmon.
Yeah.
You could even pan fry that.
Yeah.
If you don't want to.
Yeah. So sweet potatoes, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, something like that. Yeah. And then we'll go to Costco at least and get like the plethora, huge box of black beans.
Yes.
And just that's a great source of protein. And I like to have some kind of grain, but I like doing quinoa is super easy and you can cook a lot of it.
Say quinoa, but that's a good
so
substitute.
Easy. Yeah. But we do chicken often for our meat because it's just chop it all up and you cook it all together and it's just you get some really great flavor and it's all in one skillet, which makes life cleaning up after.
And summertime is the time I love for lunch salads.
Yeah.
It's cooling, it's refreshing.
Yeah.
And so an anti-inflammatory salad meal would be it's a kale salad, and it's got some sprouts, maybe some pumpkin seeds, or you could put walnuts on it or pecans.
Yum, yeah.
And the watermelon, if you didn't want watermelon, put those berries on there.
Yeah.
Your blueberries, your raspberries, blackberries, and then a oil and vinegar dressing, garlic, all those things are anti-inflammatory. Yeah. The combination of that watermelon with that vinegar and oil dressing.
Yeah, it was good.
It's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I never would have put that together.
Yeah. And then if you want some protein, like a feta cheese.
Yum.
You could add your salmon. You can throw your salmon or sardines in there.
I'm going to hold on sardines for right now. If you enjoyed learning about the anti-inflammatory foods and how we incorporate it into our diet, like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. At our next video, we're going to incorporate a little bit more exercise and activities that I see a lot in our clinic. So I hope you guys tune in for that and stay tuned and take care.